I am so sorry, and I never knew. This is I don't this man has no honor, and I will not respect somebody who has no honor. So, what's the point of treating children like this? There are grown-up women there you can marry who are still beautiful, and why you have to destroy the lives of children? And the reason I started listening to you is because like a month ago, sorry for like over talking, but my wife told me she wanted to leave the religion, and it was a very big problem in my household because
Okay.
I have a daughter and a son. So she told me that what? Yes, yes. She told me that the prophet married Aisha at 6 years old and slept with them at 9 because I asked the Sheikh, he said Aisha was 18, and during that time that the way women were perceived, like it's not like now. So I don't really speak Arabic, and I tried looking for the verse in the Quran that says Aisha was like 6, 9, but I never seen it. And my wife said it's you have it. So can I please see
My
the
friend, my
part where
friend,
it says
my friend. Will my respect your wife? I hope she will leave Islam very soon, and maybe she did already,
no,
she said.
no, she won't because it's not. It's just brainwashing because I feel women are easily brainwashed
Ah,
to
okay. So
do
are
things.
you
Yeah.
saying your wife is a stupid in front of her face?
No, I'm not saying stupid because they have emotions. You know, we have a daughter who is 6 years old,
Okay,
so
so
that can easily like.
do men have emotion too or no?
We have emotion, but we
Okay,
can. I feel we can see.
we just showed you that you're a prophet himself, and he is a man. He was imagining things never happened, but the wife she did not. So women can be more healthy in the brain than men. Correct?
I know this. This is,
Okay. So what you
but
are saying
we
is
know
absolutely
women.
false. Now read with me. When your sheikh says to you that Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 18, Muhammad was dead at that time, my friend. Muhammad married
Hmm.
Aisha when she was 18. Muhammad is dead when she was 17, going in her 18. He died. So he married her, and then he stayed with her nine years after he died.
Wait, I gonna read what you have in the screen.
Uh-huh.
That the prophet, peace be upon him, married her when she was 6 years old, and what? And he consummated his marriage when she was. Hmm. Is this Sahih? Oh, I see Sahih Bukhari. Can you please send me the link? I open in my own site here,
No
if you
problem.
don't mind. Sorry.
No problem. Here we go. The link is with you.
I haven't sent it yet. But... Okay. So here, Picard. What like the prophet married when she was 6 years old, and he consummated this marriage when she was 9. Okay, one moment. I'm gonna search the meaning of consummated in the dictionary. Sorry.
Dictionary for what?
I want to check the meaning of consummated in the dictionary.
It
Sorry.
mean consummated, it mean he have intercourse. He did boom boom.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
he married her at the age of 6. He was molesting her, kissing her, touching
Right.
her, play with her, masturbating until the age of 9, and then he, excuse my language, he did it. This is another clear sign that Muhammad is mentally ill, because a person who is 54 years old, what he saw in a child.
Okay. But in the old times, women. No.
Yeah, in the old time. Let me
No.
tell you about. I will tell you about my grandmother. My grandmother at the old time, because they grow so fast. She said that she got married when she was 2 weeks old, and she did get pregnant, and she delivered the child after 3 weeks. And then when she became 10, she had like 10 children. And yeah, that's normal at the old time. I mean, what are you talking about? Old time, new time, human is a human, and now we have more global warming. So if it's the weather will change, now it's warmer. So she is 6 years old. He is five. Actually, she is five because six in the Islamic calendar, five in our calendar. So what made a man at the age of 54 think for a second in someone she is a child? You said you have a child yourself, right? You have a daughter.
Yes, my Skype profile. It's like my
I
daughter.
don't want to look
She's
at your
six.
daughter. I'm saying, how old is she?
She'll be six by
Okay. God forbid, imagine,
January 7th.
God forbid, imagine somebody coming to your house and asking you to sleep with your daughter. What you would do?
No, please, no, not my daughter, because I am very sensitive with my
My friend, I
children.
understand.
So,
That's why I'm asking you about it, because you are sensitive. This is your daughter. So you just rejected that. So why you accept to have Muhammad to be a prophet when he do something very disgusting?
well, if the I'm not even going to try to make it sound give it a reason. I don't think it's good, so I'm not going to try to justify that because I have a daughter myself. And okay, but what if like the I know the girl is like 6 years old, but if the father agreed and trusted the prophet, peace be upon him, then I don't think there is a real problem there.
Even
Is
when
there?
Muhammad he wanted to have her, he went to Abu Bakr, and Abu Bakr he said to him, "But you are my brother." He said to him, "I am your brother in religion, and she is mine." So he forced the guy to take her.
For a 6-year-old girl. This is the part because in Islam there are so many things that I am like not happy with, but this is the part I've like tried my best to like make sure it's wrong because I'm very sensitive with young children, and this is the part I always pray every day that it's wrong because or it's a lie because I have a daughter myself, and yeah. Can you show me the part where the prophet said that you're just my brother in religion?
No problem.
That Abu Bakr,
No problem.
please show
I will
me.
show
Thank
it to
you.
you. Okay, let me find it. You're lucky that I'm a person. Everything I have is in my head. I do not need to save them. I can find them in a second. Here we go. The prophet asked Abu Bakr for Aisha hand and in marriage. Abu Bakr said, "But I am your brother." The prophet, he said, "You are my brother in Allah religion, and Aisha is mine." وَهِيَ لِي halal. Translation, he says, she is lawful for me. He says, she is mine, she is lawful for me, I will take her, which means he forced the father. Oh, the father is trying to find an excuse to get away from it. And as you see, this is Sahih Bukhari.
Wait, I read. The prophet asked Abu Bakr for Aisha sentiment. Abu Bakr said, "But I am your brother." The prophet said, "You are my brother in Allah's religion and his book, but she, Aisha." This I don't think this is wrong. You do not date a child.
What your wife she say about this? Ask her.
She's with the kids now. I just because she is here and she is showing me like, look at this, and it's annoying. So I told her to leave. I didn't tell her to leave because I am better. No, because I want to like learn the truth by myself. I don't want somebody pestering me to say, "Okay, watch this, look at this." I told you I don't want that. So I told her to leave. So
why you don't bring her to sit next to you and she can read with you? Don't be selfish.
No, not selfish, because she has been watching you behind my back, and it was a big problem at home because I married a Muslim lady, and now just 7 years now. After she's like she wants to like leave, I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way because we both agreed to be we had a Muslim marriage. Also, wait, one more. I have this list she gave me on the paper. One, she said there is no marriage in Islam. Is that true?
No, there is no marriage. Where is the marriage?
But nikah means marriage, no?
No, go to a Muslim chat room right now. Say, I want to do nikah. They will bounce you. They will curse you. They will say the F word to you because nikah is
Okay,
not a
but
word. Go to any chat room.
nikah,
Go to any chat room in Arabic, in Paltalk as an example, and type, "Hey guys, I want to do nikah." If the word nikah mean marriage, nobody will be upset because you are saying, "I want to get married." Correct? So if you say the word, if
yes.
you say I want to do nikah, and they start cursing you and effing you and bouncing you and insulting you, it's mean you said something bad. Very easy.
Okay,
Go do it
but
right now, and you will see that this is what they will do to you because the word nikah does not mean marriage. Otherwise, if I go to a chat room, says, "Hey guys, I want to get married," nobody will be upset. He did not do anything. He did not say anything wrong.
what does nikah? You said nikah mean
Nikah,
sex?
nikah mean to F. No, not to have sex. I wish it said to have sex. It is to F. Let me give you the clearer proof.
What's the difference between sex and F? Like, I don't understand. Is it
No,
not the same word?
no. Nikah is the F street word. You know, like when you say the F word, literally.
Yeah.
Intercourse is something different. Like, you know, like you can say asharaha. You know, like as an example in the hadith where Muhammad speak about the 3 nights, 3 days. He said ishra. So ishra is sleeping with somebody, but it's a nice word. It's not like the F word. So let me give you an example. And as long your wife she speak Arabic, she can translate for you. So Allah Messenger said, can you see it? If a man and a woman agree, and between two brackets they say marry temporarily. There's nowhere in the Arabic it says marry. You can show it to your wife. It says فَعِشْرَةُ مَا بَيْنَهُمَا ثَلَاثُ لَيَالٍ. So if a man and a woman they agree to do sex, but this is the word ishra, which means they sleep together under one roof, 3 nights and 3 days. If they like to increase, they can increase. This is your prophet. This is marriage. And look, the funny Muslim they say between two brackets this
Mm.
is marry temporarily.
But this is prostitution. This is for Shia.
No, this is your prophet. Is he Shia?
No, but the Sunni, we don't believe in this anymore. It's
No, no, my
just the
friend. So are
Shia
you saying
because
to me your prophet at that time he was a prostitute, and later he repent?
from what I learned from the Sheikh is that during that time is what the time of war and they were like
My
away
friend,
from their
what war?
wives.
What this
And
have to do with war? Everybody go to war. Moses went to war. Today we have war. So if the reason is war, nothing changed. Always we have war. So we can do mut'a always then. If the reason is a war, can you name for me one country don't have a war? Nigeria have war. Ethiopia have war. Sudan have war. Iraq have war. Syria have war.
yes, yes.
Okay, so that means
Okay, I get your point, but it was later abrogated.
how you can abrogate the Quran? Because this is Quran chapter 4 verse 24. And what kind of God he allow you to go and do nikah to a woman for a few days? What does that mean? You are the one who said this is prostitution. What kind of God he say prostitution is okay? And Allah never abrogated this verse. Show me the verse, because you know what kind of religion you abrogate what Allah say, but by what a man say. You Muslim worship God or you worship a man? Who's your God?
We worship Allah.
Okay, Allah he says you do mut'ah. Who is the one who said to you don't do mut'ah no more?
The Prophet.
Okay, so which one you follow?
Yeah, but the Prophet is speaking from what God told him to
No,
say.
this is absolutely hypocrisy. Without, I don't want to insult you, because if Allah he said to Muhammad, do this by Quran, then he should tell him again not to do this by Quran, because Allah communicate with Muhammad by Quran.
So nikah does not mean marriage. It's just
My friend, if we go to the
F word.
okay, let me show you. Here we go. If we go, you know that if a Muslim he divorces his wife three times, right? If he divorces his wife,
yeah, she has to sleep with
okay.
somebody else
The word is
before.
sleep. What is the word sleep there in that verse? Do you know?
What is it?
Tankah.
Tanka.
Yeah. So if the word tankah mean marriage, Then we don't say she have to do tankah. A new husband is already a husband. So what tankah means? It means
Yeah.
she have to F a new husband. So here we go. This is the chapter 2, verse number 230. So the translation here says, unless she married another husband, but this is false. In Arabic it says, unless she do nikah to other husband. So he's a husband. She have to do what to him? Nikah. How we can understand this
Okay.
is more? You will see a story of a woman. Her husband was beating her because she refused to sleep with him. Why she refused to sleep with him? Because her husband, his name is Abu Rifa, he divorced her, and she wanted to go back to him, but Muhammad, he come with this rule. Sorry, Rifa, he divorced the wife. His name is Rifa, and
Yeah.
then the Abdul Rahman, a guy, his name Abdul Rahman, he married this woman. This woman, she went to Aisha. She said, "My husband did beat me. Look what happened to me. He made my skin greener than my clothes." Then the prophet, he said to her, after the husband come, you can read the whole story, take your time, that if your intention to go back to your previous husband, you should know that he is not lawful for you. Read really carefully. Allah Messenger said to her, if that is your intention, which means to go back to your previous husband, he is not unlawful for you to marry Rifa unless Abdul Rahman, he had nikah with you. He have what? Sexual intercourse in the translation. In the Arabic it says يَذُوقُ عُسَيْلَتَكِ, which means he tests your orgasm.
What?
Yeah.
This. Wait. I'm trying to make sense of the logic, but it's flawed. I don't think this can solve anything. It's just. Wait,
He
so
is saying to
if
her,
she wants to
if
go
she
back,
want to go
wait,
back to your previous husband, you cannot do that unless the new husband, he F you and he tastes your orgasm and you taste his orgasm.
but that I'm trying to understand the logic behind that, but that does
There's
not
no
help
logic. It's a
anybody.
crazy man. His name is Muhammad. What logic? What is the logic behind this? A guy, he divorced his wife. If Muhammad don't want people to divorce, why you make it so easy? So he made it so easy, and people, they divorce, marry, divorce, remarry, divorce, remarry. So now Muhammad, he tried to fix it supposedly. So he come with the rule: if you divorce your wife 3 times, Allah told me she cannot go back to you unless she F and you guy.
That logic is flawed. It does not help anybody. Okay, I see the proof. Nikah means F word, not marriage. Okay.
Yeah. And what do you think
Okay,
about
so
what do you think about the prophet of God? He said to a woman, unless he tastes your juice and you taste his juice.
no, I don't. It's normal. He's an adult. I think it's okay to say something like that because they are all
Is it okay
adults.
for a prophet of God to be polite, you mean? This is polite. To say to a woman, unless he tastes your orgasm.
I'm not saying like it's polite. I'm just saying like they are all adults and they are talking.
Well, why you don't
It's
say
not like we
unless
have.
you sleep with him? Do he have to say unless you taste his orgasm and you taste his orgasm?
You know, the old times, their grammar, their way of saying things were like different from the way we
The
compose
old
English
days.
now. So they
Okay.
just
So
say
why?
it the way they understand.
Okay, Jesus was there before Muhammad, 600 years before that. Why he did not say such a thing?
I feel Jesus was like a very holy person, and that kind of word is not like fit into
Is
his
not fit.
description.
Exactly, is not fitted. It's fit for a low trashy person like Muhammad.
No, I don't think so. I think it's like counseling in a way. I mean, if you go to a pastor, I think tell them about your sexual life. I think they are going to talk explicit things. This is a normal thing.
Yeah, normal thing. Yeah. So until now, you think your prophet is a good guy after all of this?
I am not saying. Wait. First of all, I was gonna just know about the Aisha. Then, if you were wrong, I would just laugh and leave. But Aisha, you prove it to be right, and now I have to listen to what you have to say because
Okay.
whenever I ask my sheikh this, he never show me proof. He just say, "Don't believe these people, and don't let your wife speak to this man. This man, he knows you that they talk about you and that they advise us not to listen to you or any other Christians." So the next one, it's about
No, wait, before. What about if you have a friend and this friend is married to a widowed, and then
yeah.
a prophet, he says to your friend, what did you marry? Did you marry a widow or a little child? The guy, he says, it's a widow, not a virgin. The prophet, he said to
Wait,
him, the prophet said to him, why? Why you don't marry a little child, to if a little child, so you can play with her and she can play with you? Is that an advice of a prophet of God or a child molester?
wait. I told you before, I'm very sensitive with children. And wait, what kind of prophet said that?
You're a
I don't
prophet.
think that's a nice.
You're a prophet. You're a prophet.
uh,
You're a prophet. All those
Prophet
hadith in this,
Muhammad.
all those hadith in the screen is the same hadith, and this is sahih.
Wait, I gonna read it.
Yeah. Let me. Here we go.
I said yes. He said a virgin or a matron.
Hmm.
I said a matron. Oh, okay. Matron is like a yeah. He said, why didn't you marry a young girl so that you may play with her and she with you? I said, oh Messenger of Allah, Abdullah died and left behind 7 daughters, so I have brought someone who can look after them. He said, so he supplicated for me. Well, I feel that is quite hypocritical of him to supplicate for someone you just advised wrongly. That is like your heart is not in the right place. And I, I feel this is being a hypocrite. You say marry a young child, then that means you don't support her. Him marrying an older woman, and now you supplicate. I feel this is a hypocrite of him. But how old was the child? Like, was he like underage,
My
like
friend, it
under
says here, if you
16?
read with me, it says, my father died, leaving 7 or 9 girls, orphans between two brackets, and I did not like to bring a young girl like them. So they are children, they are orphans. You don't call an orphan somebody is at 18 or she is 18, right? We call orphan for children
Yeah.
who cannot, handle themselves. So he said, I'm not going to bring someone like them. And this is a translation made by Muslims, remember. So I don't want to bring a young girl like them. So what your prophet is asking the guy to do, to bring a young girl like them. Them who? The orphans.
Wait, okay. Now this guy who's getting married to an older woman, lady,
Yeah.
he said, "My father," and left behind 7 or 9
Yeah,
daughters.
he
But
married
if it's
he
the
married
father,
already.
that
No,
means
no, no,
the
no, no. He married already a widowed woman. Muhammad asked him, did you marry a widowed or a young virgin? The guy, he says, I married a widowed or previously married. Muhammad, he says, why? Why you don't marry a young virgin, a child, so she can play with you and make you laugh? I mean, look at the sickness. He want a wife to make him laugh. This man is obviously mentally ill. He's a pedophile. And you said to me, don't insult my
maybe
prophet. This is a pedophile who enjoys seeing kids in his bed and they made him laugh. So what is the purpose he's making now the man think to divorce his wife? He's asking the guy to think of in different direction. Why you do that? Why? Why you marry a woman? She is a grown woman. Why you don't go after a child? She will make you laugh. Is that a reason to have a child in your bed? To make you laugh? And this translation, by the way, made by the Muslims. تضاحكها وتضاحكك. She make you
I'm
laugh and you make her laugh. I mean, is
I'm
Muhammad?
very
Do Muhammad think
okay.
he's a boy too? This is a talk of a
This
boy.
is yeah, this is not right. I don't support anything that involves children being molested or abused because they are young. Because I don't like that. But this is not a nice word to say from the prophet.
Hmm.
And I feel this is just another one of his shortcomings and mistake. Remember, he always prayed for God to forgive his sins. So I feel this was just a sin. No,
So are you saying to me that Allah, He is going to forgive the sin of Muhammad and Muhammad is mislead all the Muslims, and now Allah will forgive the sin of the Muslims because Muhammad mislead them? I thought he's a messenger of God. A messenger of God, he do the opposite. He lead people. He did not mislead people. How many millions right now they are having sex with the children because of Muhammad?
I know this is a. My wife told me it's a problem in the Middle East,
Oh
and
no, even in the Quran, in chapters, is a chapter of divorce. There's a chapter of divorce. Verse number 4, it says you can divorce little ones who they are, children's. Go read it.
what?
Yeah, you can
Can you
divorce.
please show me?
Yeah, here we go. And I will show
Wait,
you,
I'm gonna.
so you don't get confused. I will show you even the interpretation, so you don't say we are making things up. The chapter
I'm
of the
gonna
divorce,
write it on a paper
chapter
now.
65, verse number 4. It says those who they don't have more ministration, and those who never have one because they are too young. Those who they are too young, why? Okay, they never have this ministration. Why? Because of their young age. They are so young. Read careful with me. And as for those women who they, you decide to divorce them, those who they have no menstruation, well, you have to let them. They have to wait for 3 months after the divorce. Okay. Now regarding those, or those who they have a doubt about their menstruation, okay, and then he says, and regarding those who they are too young, they have not yet have menstruation because their young age. They never have menstruation and they are marrying them. They are having sex with them. They are children's. So this is the verse of divorce, remember. So if the time of the divorce still they don't have menstruation, so in the time of marriage, what they have?
I understand your point.
Yeah, and this is Quran, remember. This is chapter
This is Quran.
65, chapter 65, verse number 4.
Wait, I write it. I write it down.
I will give you the link. Here we go. I will post it for you. And this is
Yes,
Tafsir.
thank you,
And this
please.
is Tafsir al-Jalalain. No problem. So how in the world I want to
Wait,
follow
I will send the link to my sheikh now.
my friend? Why
But now
why
I know
don't call
he's.
him? Why don't call him right now? You see what?
Well, this is around almost 1 a.m. here.
Oh, okay.
So if I call him, that's like disrespect. I don't.
All right.
The reason why I called you is because you like online. So
What about do you have anyone who live in Nigeria? I think in Nigeria. What the time in Nigeria right now? It's
well, I
late
think the
too.
time in Nigeria be around 11.
Do,
Yeah, it's a. I don't.
do you know
Yeah,
any
it's a bit late.
do you know any sheikh in Canada and USA? It's still early here. I mean, for me it
No,
is.
I live in Finland,
Yeah,
so
you
I
do not
only
know
know
any
Sheikh
sheikh. Oh,
here.
okay. All right.
Only
So
Sheikh
so
in
what do you
Finland.
think, my
So.
friend? You're not going to leave Islam?
Wait, I think this is wrong because you do not do this with children because they are just like innocent and everything. I feel like because I am a very sensitive person to children, you are like pushing the child molestation and
I'm
child
not
abuse
pushing, my
more to
friend. It's
me.
you who mentioned it to me. I did not open my mouth about it. It's you who said that. It is
Okay,
you who
thank
said your
you.
wife, she gave you a list, and this is the list, right?
Okay, next in the
Hmm.
wait. Can you go back to the verse, the where it says that you should why didn't you get married to a younger child so you can play with them? Because I just that is like that one gets to me so much. I don't know why. Because
Hmm. Here we go. The guy, he said, the reason I did marry a grown woman because I want a wife. She can take care of the kids, not someone like them. And this is Sahih Bukhari. So the Muhammadan cannot say to you, the game, this is weak and this is no, this garbage. They cannot say that. This is a very authentic, and this is Al Bukhari. So what is the excuse? There is no excuse. Why a man? Anyway, it doesn't say you are married now, as you told me, you are married and you have a family. Why in the world I want to advise you to find a new wife, even if she is not a child? What kind of a man he go and he whisper in your ear, says, why you marry this woman? Why you don't marry a virgin? Come on, man. So now you go home, you start thinking, well, you know what, I'm going to, this is right, so this is what the devil do. The devil, he want to destroy your family. You are happy with your wife, you have a child from her, and you are not complaining, and the guy is not complaining in the hadith. So what the business of Muhammad? What is my business to tell you why you marry this woman You are not complaining anyway. Like if the guy came to him, he says, "My wife, she is bad to me." I will say, "Okay, well, he is giving. He asked for advice, so he got what he asked for." The guy is not actually the story. If you read the whole story, the guy was in a rush to go to his wife, which means he missed her. He said to him, "Jabir, what happened? Why you are in a rush?" He said, "Because I miss my wife. I'm newly married." He said, "Did you marry a virgin or a matron?" What kind of a question? Why I want to ask, what is, when I ask you, is she virgin or not? I'm asking you, excuse my language, I'm asking you, can you tell me about your wife vagina? I mean, what is the business of a man to ask such a question? If she is a virgin or not, what's your business? What kind of a man, he asks other man, is your wife a virgin or her vagina is being used? What's wrong with this prophet?
I think there is a very perverted way to think, especially when it involves a child. So I'm not even going to talk about this again because it's really getting to me. So
Do we accept Muhammad to be a prophet who teaches us what to be? In the same time, he is teaching me to be filthy. This is the question.
actually, from everything I am seeing about children and belief, I think he is a very inappropriate person, and everything he's saying is just wrong and perverted because you do not treat children like that. Children are too innocent for that. So I don't believe he has the right mindset with children. That is what I think.
My
And
friend Rashid,
fine,
you just
that,
said perverted. We heard you. You are already out of Islam. So not only your wife, she is going out of Islam. You're already out of Islam. You just called your prophet perverted.
wait, I'm not out of his.
Yeah, you did. You called your prophet perverted.
Yes, I know. I called him perverted because everybody in their right mind will say that because I told you I am very sensitive
My
to
friend, I
the case
understand.
of children, and
I'm
you
not
pushed
against
that a
you.
lot
I'm
to
not,
me.
my friend.
Okay, fine. I've heard you made me. You said many things. Things he said about children that are wrong. Fine. Okay, I have some other questions. One more question.
Okay, go ahead.
If you keep pushing about the children, oh, it's just
I
going
am
to
not
make
pushing.
me
You are
like
the one
act
who is
on my
pushing.
feelings.
Okay. All right, go ahead. What is the question?
Can you just show me one proof? No, not one. I need two proof. One for me and just one for my parents.
Yeah.
Can you show me proof that Allah cannot be God? Just one simple proof. I don't want the long journey because now I'm
Yeah,
like
that's
emotionally distressed. Like I don't like what is happening with the children and what the prophet is saying. So I just need one proof. Very simple, very straightforward.
yeah, that's very easy, my friend. Have you ever heard of a God you don't remember which one he created first? The mountains
Uh,
or the stars as an example? So if we go in
I
the
don't
Quran,
think
this is
so.
very easy. If we go to the Quran, let us do this. Here we go.
Okay.
And you can open the verses from your side.
If you can send it to me via the link, I can open
Yeah,
it.
sure, I can send you, no problem.
Okay.
All right. So if we go to chapter 79, and I will send you this link first. Here we go. Open it, and I want you to read with me, starting from verse number 27.
Okay.
Because this is where he starts
No.
speaking about the creation of the earth and the heaven. Before that is not really important.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
Are you more difficult to create, or is the heaven that he constructed? He raised its height, and he has equally ordered it. Its night he covers. Can you hear me?
Hmm?
Its night he covers with darkness, and its forenoon he brings out with a light. And after that he spread the earth and brought forth therefrom its water and its pasture. On the mountains he has fixed firmly to be a provision and benefit for you and your cattle.
Okay, so what is the last thing Allah he
So
did? The last two things he did. He put water. greener.
Water and mountains.
No, mountain and first verse number 31, water and greenery, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then
Then
the last
after
thing,
that, he put the
the mountain. Okay,
mountains.
now we go to different chapter in the Quran.
Okay. Send me the chapter. I
All
don't
right,
know.
and you will see how easy to convince your parents now that Muhammad is a fraud. This is chapter 41, and let us go. And hold on. Open this verse with me, please. Here we go. This is the link. And I want you to read, starting from verse number 9.
Okay. So, Muhammad, Sallam, do you verily disbelieve in him who created the earth in 2 days? And you, what? Who created the earth in 2 days? And you set up rivals in worship with him, that is the Lord of all men, jinns and all that exist. He placed therein the earth, firm mountains from above it, and he blessed it and measured therein its sustenance for its dwellers in 4 days equal. All these 4 days were equal in the length of time for all those who ask about his creation. Then he, Star, rose over towards the heaven when it was smoke, and said to it and to the earth, come both of you, willingly or unwillingly. They both said, we come willingly. Then he completed and finished from their creation as 7 heavens in 2 days, and he made in each heaven his affair, and we adorned the nearest heaven with lamps to be an adornment, as well as to guard from the devils by using them as means.
Okay, so what is the last thing Allah He did in this chapter?
I think it's the heaven, the
stars.
lamps.
The lamps, the stars.
Lamps, yes,
Okay.
sorry.
What the last thing Allah He finished in the other chapter? The mountains. So here in this chapter, Allah He finished the earth first, and then He went to the sky, and the sky was a smoke, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing He created the earth in 2 days, and then He created everything in the top of the earth in 4 days. That is 6 already, and that is a contradiction, because a different verse in the Quran says to create the earth and the heaven is 6 days. Now just the earth is 6 days. So the second thing after He created the earth, He placed mountain. Okay, but in the other chapter, the last thing He did is the mountains. And then here, the second thing He did after creating the earth is the mountain. And then He put all the senses and the green and etc., which mean the water. And then He went to the sky, and there was no sky, it was a smoke. If you read Ibn Kathir, you will see the smoke was coming from the earth, which means there was nothing in the sky. And then He made the sky 7 skies, and then He did it in 2 days. And the last thing He did, He created the stars. Okay, this is chapter 41. We go chapter 79. We will find that the last thing Allah He did, it was the mountain. The one before it, it was the water. The one before it, He made the earth flat. The one before it, He made the day and the night, which mean the light and the stars. The one before it, He raised up the sky. The one before it, He created the sky. So based in chapter 79, the sky was created. The second thing He did, He created the light. And then after that, He made the day and the afternoon, which is funny. And then after that, He made the earth flat. And then after that, He brought the water and the green. And then after that, He made the mountain. He placed the mountain. So it's totally messed up. So what kind of God? He do not know. He don't remember what He created first. I mean, how I can make it more easier for you to see the truth more than this? Open the website next to each other, separate them in 2 browsers, and put them next to each other and laugh. Put them next to each other, both of them. And I will do that actually here from my side. Here we go. I'm going to extend the page. All right, here we go. This is the silly Muhammad. This is a prophet of God? Which one he finished first? Chapter 10. Look with me in the screen. I'm putting both in the screen. And
I know. I see. I see.
yeah, so it's so easy. I mean, you can, you do not need to be genius. And the Quran says, if this is a book made by other than Allah, which means God, you will find a lot of contradiction. I mean, how more contradiction than this can be? A God you don't remember. Everything is a contradiction. Are you difficult or to create or the heaven? This is chapter An-Nazi'at, verse number 27. In the other chapter of Fusilat or Fusilat, verse number 10, verse number 9, Allah created the earth in 2 days. Okay, so which one Allah created? Start first. In chapter 41, the heaven. Sorry, in chapter Nazi'at 79, it was the heaven. In chapter 41, it was the earth. Then the second, in chapter 41, he made the mountain. What is the second? In Nazi'at, it is chapter verse number 28. He raised the height and he ordered it, and then he made the darkness in the afternoon, which means he put the light and he created the lamps. We go back to the chapter 41, we will find that after he finished the earth and he put the mountains and he made the greenery, then he went to the sky and the sky was still smoke. We go here, we see the opposite. So the last thing is in Nazi'at is Allah, he placed the mountain, he made them fixed, verse number 32. The last thing Allah he did in chapter of Fusilat is he made the sky 7 and
I see. Christian Prince, I see them. I can read them.
yeah.
I just I like um the
Look, there is somebody in the Arabic chat, he is speaking Arabic, he says مسطول وسكران من كتب القرآن. Here we go, he made the poetry. مسطول, which means a mad, crazy, an idiot, take a hashish, and he is drunk, is the one who wrote the Quran, but he made it like a poetry in Arabic. مسطول وسكران من كتب القرآن وبصر في الفنجان ولحق النسوان وقال أنا إن إليكما أرسلنا رسولا للعميان. We made Quran.
I see. If the this is obviously embarrassing right now because I'm quite embarrassed because I was like already proud, like full of myself. I never knew like it was gonna be this easy to just like prove me wrong on what I believed in almost 33 years. And Christian Prince.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. I'm very sorry, but
No, you know what you say, my friend. You are a smart man and you are a respected man, and you can tell you don't accept those things. And your wife already before you, she listened to me, as you said, for I don't know how long she is listening to me.
well, she started listening to you around when that was like around May. That's what she
Okay.
said because she was father I think her father got married to a Christian woman,
Okay.
and it was a problem.
Hmm.
So, and the father had to convert to Christianity, and the father, she said that the father was like different after he converted. So I just told her that maybe it's just love, love blind man to do anything, just the way some guys who convert to Islam to marry a lady. So I never really thought that maybe it was what he
All
was
right.
learning about Christianity that was making him happy and change. And I said that, I'm very sorry. I'm just embarrassed, and
No,
I
don't
don't
be
know what to
embarrassed. I
say.
mean, okay, now we found the truth. So what do you think? Shouldn't you announce yourself to be out of this cult? Do you want you and your wife and your child in the future to live following such a madman, disgusting man, book of stupidity?
So, Aisha was six.
Yeah, she was five
Aisha
actually.
was
Six
six.
in the Islamic calendar, five in our calendar.
Oh yeah, okay, I know there's a difference. So 5-year-old girl forcing your followers to marry another child. I'm sorry, I can't. The children part got to me because I have a daughter myself, and now I've also seen. I just needed to prove that Allah cannot be God, and
Well, everything is
this is
Allah can
like,
be God. Okay, so you see, I mean, Muhammad, the Arab, they keep saying to Muhammad, okay, why you don't have one miracle? The Muslim, they say to you, there's tons of miracle in the Hadith, but the Quran have zero miracles. When the
I know
Muslim,
that the miracle is false because the Quran already contradicts that we did not send miracles
yeah,
because
not
your
only that,
fathers before
not
them
only
did not
that.
believe.
If you go and read, as an example, you go to the chapter of Ar-Ra'd. Chapter of the Ra'd in the Quran today is chapter number 13. But in the according to Revelation, it is at the end of the Quran. So people asking to him at the end of his life still, why there is no sign from you? Obviously, all those miracles in the Hadith are fabrication. And ask yourself why the Quran mentioned the miracles of Jesus in the Quran, the miracle of Moses in the Quran, the miracles even of Prophet we never heard of in the Quran. When it's come to Muhammad, he has zero miracle in the Quran. So until his life, people asking him why there is no sign from your God. What he said to
I
them?
know, I know.
Well, Allah, he deceive whoever we want and he guide whoever he want. What the heck is that have to do? And why God would deceive anyway? I mean, what does that mean? Aren't you sent for guidance? Aren't you, the Quran says, Sirajan Mudi'an, which mean a light of guidance? So, and how come Muhammad is a Sirajan Mudi'an? So what is Allah? When we ask Muslims, the Quran speak about the light of Allah. Who is the light of Allah? Is that a man? They say no. Allah himself is a light. Okay, wonderful. Allah himself is a light. So why he says that Muhammad is a light? And if Muhammad is a light, how he can be a light and he himself is a fool? When
I'm never going to be upset if you call the prophet a fool at this point.
no, my
But
friend, this is a Christian prince. With my respect to you, you get upset.
it's
You don't get
okay.
upset. I don't care. This is how I am. Don't think I say I will not change. I will change the way I talk. I don't care. I'm talking to Muhammad is a fool. You like to listen to me, you are welcome. You don't like, it's up to you. But Muhammad is not a lie.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, Muhammad himself is a scam. He himself is lost. He cannot even see if his wife is in the bed or not. He imagine himself having sex. In fact, he's not. So how this person can light me in the darkness when he himself cannot see simple thing if his wife in the bed or not?
Okay, I get your point from that.
Muhammad, he went to the seventh heaven and then he found the Nile River coming from the lotus tree. Like, how in the world that happened? The Nile River is coming from the lotus tree and the Euphrates is coming from the same tree too. So did Muhammad go and look what he says? سيحان وجيحان والفرات والنيل كل من أنهار الجنة. سيحان وجيحان is a rivers in Turkey and Euphrates. So look, all the rivers we have in this earth are rivers coming from the tree of Allah. Where? In the seventh heaven galaxy. Okay, how the water coming here? So When a man he says such a statement, he went all the way to the seven galaxies in the top of a flying mule, and nobody saw him. And then he went there and he found two rivers going in and two rivers coming out. One of them is Euphrates, the other one is the Nile, the other one is Sihan, the other one is Jihan. And then he claimed that those are coming from the tree of Allah. And then we go and we check, we find that the Nile River is coming from the middle of Africa, and Euphrates have nothing to do with it. It's a small tiny river actually, Euphrates. It is coming all the way from the south of Turkey. So how in the world they met under the tree of Allah in the seven galaxies? Obviously this person is a madman, is stupid. If he knew little geography, he would not say such a thing.
Yes, yes, yes. I know, I know, I know. Yes.
You know, if somebody never been in Nigeria and you ask him about Nigeria, he will start doing poo-poo, correct? Because he don't know. This is what happened to Muhammad. Actually,
I just feel he's like a talkative.
he's just a person who don't know how to keep his mouth shut, and the more he talk, the more he do poo-poo. And actually, I'm very grateful that for Muhammad, he was very talkative, because it's going to be hard for us to expose his stupidity and his lies. Because you can't expose, you know, in the Middle East, we have a tradition. If somebody is a fool, like you know, we are Arab. So when you want to get married, you take your parents with you to ask for the hand of that girl. You don't go just by yourself. So you take
same thing as Nigeria.
Okay,
we do that too in Nigeria.
If the son is a stupid, the parents, they will say to him, listen, when we go there, you don't talk, okay? Whatever they say to you, don't answer. We will answer. This is Muhammad. But Muhammad, he talk. Muhammad cannot keep his mouth shut. Muhammad is a doctor. Muhammad is an astronomer. Muhammad, he knew about the space. Muhammad, he knew about medicine. The negla seed is a medicine for every disease. If you eat ajwa, you will not be poisoned, and no, you will not be bewitched. And he died by poison, and he was bewitched. And drink camel urine. And you know, the guy, he came to him, he says, my brother, his belly is hurting him. He said to him, give him honey. The guy came second day, he says, after a few days, he said, my brother getting more sick. He said to him, I told you, give him honey. Third time he came, he says, my brother is dying. Muhammad, he screamed at him, he said, I told you, give him honey. He said, I am giving him honey, and he's getting more sick. He come again, obviously the guy is dying. Muhammad, he screamed at him and says, I told you, give him honey. Allah, he told the truth, and your brother's stomach is lying. Have you ever heard of a lying stomach? So imagine you go to the doctor, and then the doctor scream at you because you said to him, my stomach is still hurting me. He says, your stomach is lying, and Allah told the truth.
Okay, all right. I see. I believe. You know what? I'm gonna call you back. Okay, Christian Prince. I'm gonna call you back.
Where you wanna go, my friend? I want to come. You know, just say if you are shy to ask your wife to talk to, I understand. But you are the man. Say it. Say I am out of this garbage.
I just I feel quite embarrassed because I was saying that women have emotions and all this, and at the end of the day, I just happen to be a fool again. So,
it's okay.
I'm very sorry to everyone, our friend. I never knew that she wasn't like acting on her feelings, and it was just proof.
No problem. You see, you are a very respected person, I can tell. And all of us, you know, the good man is the one who admit when they are wrong. The stubborn, the mule, is the one who don't want to admit that they are wrong when they are wrong. So look how wonderful, you know, God, he gave you a gift. You know, he made you a wise man. When you saw the evidence, you said, that's not right. So based on what you said, it's not right. Why you don't say, I'm not going to follow Muhammad no more?
I'm not going to follow a pedophile and a perverted person.
I mean to that. I agree with you.
I don't support anyone that does that to children, and he has no honor. He has no honor at this point, because I will. If someone comes for my daughter at her age, I will kill the person, because a 6-year-old, 5-year-old is not old enough to even. They just want to enjoy their childhood, play with their friends, and on dot man saying a 5-year-old and liking the girl and wants to marry her just should not be in society, because that is a very evil mindset. And I am so sorry, and I never knew This is I don't this man has no honor, and I will not respect somebody who has no honor. So sorry.
Well, I'm happy for you, my friend. Don't be sorry. Actually, this is a good day for you.
I'm sorry to other children that has been victim from Islam, because what's the point of treating children like this? They are grown-up women there you can marry who are still beautiful, and why you have to destroy the lives of children? And
Absolutely.
so I feel sorry for the children and their family who had no say in the matter, and I hope God forgive me and forgive the.
My friend, God is always now, He's here listening to you and to me. So I invite you to believe in Jesus right now. You said to me something very nice, and I agree with you. You said, when we spoke about what Muhammad he's saying, you said, I don't feel like this is fit for Jesus to say, right? Why? You said, because he's
Yes.
like a holy person. But he is holy, you know that. So your wife, she was asking you that she think it is right to become a Christian, as you told me in the beginning, if I got you wrong, right? Correct?
Yeah, yes,
So
she did.
your wife, she wants to be Christian, and you are opposing her. But now the reason to oppose that is gone. So I invite you, both of you, right now, and we will invite the child too, to accept the Messiah as your Lord, as your Savior. So the whole family today, there will be a happy family forever. Because the Lord, He says, a happiness will be in the kingdom of God, the kingdom of our Father, if one soul come back to Him. This is how much He loves you. This is how much He loves your child.
Christian Prince, I want to ask you one question.
Sure.
My dad is dead, so is dad a Muslim? So if he didn't know better, like maybe where he grew up in, it was just all Muslims, they never heard of Christians. If he grew up like that, but he was a good man, what would happen to him?
My friend, I believe that the Lord is the Lord of justice. So for now, don't worry about your father. He passed away, and I'm not God to judge. The Lord, the Messiah, you can pray to the Lord, forgive him, but this is not a decision I can say to you, because the Bible says that the Messiah is the only way and the only door. So you're a prophet, your father, he passed away sadly, believing in such a man, but maybe the Lord, He can forgive him because you have a good heart. I don't know. But the Bible confirms that there is no salvation except by Jesus. Which means if there is somebody in the world can save him, it is going to be the Messiah. So everything is possible with the Messiah, and nothing is impossible with him. So you can pray to the Messiah, asking for forgiveness of your parents, and we may, wish that He will accept. But I cannot speak for something I have no authority of. But I can say to you that the one who accepts the Messiah and he die, he will live. This is what Jesus said. He made a promise. Whoever believe in me and die will live. So you yourself
I believe that because Jesus is still alive according to the
exactly.
Quran.
Jesus is still alive. And why he's still alive, Muslim cannot explain. They say because he did not finish. So why he sent Muhammad then if Jesus is not finished?
The truth is, I always admire Christians. I never believed what they believe, but I always had this feeling that if I was not going to be a Muslim, I would always be a Christian, because I've seen the Christians in their habitat and quite nice people. Most of the things they do for Muslims, I don't think Muslims would do back for
Exactly.
them.
Like now,
Because,
Muslims, they come from around the world to Christian land. If a Christians, they go to the Muslim land, what they will do to them? Do you know what they are doing to the Afghani refugee in Islamic countries? They are raping their daughters. They are selling their daughters in the market as sex slaves. While the daughters of the
I read about this.
they go to America, they give them a school, free education, free health insurance, free housing. And this is what they do to them in Europe. But if you go as a Muslim to Islamic country, the first thing they will ask you for is sleep with your wife or your daughter. Who was the one capturing Muslim women and raping them? It was ISIS, not the Christians. It wasn't the American too.
Yeah.
It wasn't the French. Even the
I know this. I know
Even the
this.
Israeli army, they never capture a Muslim woman and they rape her.
I know. I know. I know.
So, my friend, I invite you. And by the way, I'm not defending those people because people they do bad, and we don't judge Islam because of a bad Muslims. But was Muhammad bad? That is the question. Muhammad was bad. So we judge Christianity by Christ. We judge Islam by Muhammad. I don't judge Islam by a person he is a perverted. But if Muhammad himself is a perverted, then Islam is a religion of a perverted teaching.
I saw a video on Afghan families selling their daughters for food and to older men, and I think that is wrong. But anyways, I don't care. I think you're right, CP, and I'm sorry for
I
doubting
want you to think
you.
with me. I want you to think with me before you go. I want you to think with me why you don't say, I accept Jesus as my Savior. What is stopping you? Your wife already, in her heart, she want to be a Christian. You in your heart, I can tell.
I know she practices Christian their beliefs sometimes when I'm not around because I have eyes. I just keep quiet because I know I see her with the Bible, and although she tries to hide it, but it's quite obvious we share the same walk-in closet. So I see the Bible. She's not very good at hiding things. Whenever I open the TV, I try to search something on YouTube. I see like what she has searched before. She doesn't really know how to delete those stuff. So I know she practices it. I know she stopped wearing the head covering for my daughter. I know all these things, but I was never going to like tell her, "Hey, you can't do this." No, I just told her that if I don't see proof, I'm not going to believe it. And
So Rashid, are
well,
you
I've seen
Rashid?
proof. She can practice the religion, and she can train her daughter and her son the way she wants in a Christian home. I have no problem with it.
So do you accept
But
Jesus as
for
your Savior,
me,
Rashid? Do you accept Jesus as your Savior? Remember, Rashid, you might go to sleep, you might never wake up. You just asked me a question about your father who passed away. You don't want to be the person who passed away and you are not saved yet. So I say to you, accept him and go to sleep happily, because then you wake up or not, you are saved and your family will be saved. So I invite you right now in front of everybody, I invite you from my heart to accept the Messiah, our Lord, as a Savior. He is the way, He is the door, He is the resurrection. The Muslim, they say to us, where Jesus said, I am God. When He say, I am the life, I am the resurrection, is that God or not? Where is life coming from? He is the life, He said. I am the resurrection. I am the one who will resurrect you. I am the way, which means there's no salvation but by me. I am the truth. This is one of the names of Allah. Allah stole it from Jesus. So although description belong to Jesus, the Muslims store it and they give it to their God. And yet they say, in a hypocrite way, saying, where Jesus says, I am God, worship me. So my friend, Jesus do not need worshippers. Jesus will lose nothing if you accept Him or not. It is your salvation. It is your loss. It is your win. Jesus lose nothing and He win nothing.
okay, yes, okay, no problem. Uh, I even before when I was a Muslim, I always respected Jesus. But I'm going to ask you a question, one last question, okay?
Okay.
CP, if you don't mind.
All right.
You are a Christian, and do you, if the world was to end today, where would you go?
I'm not worried about it because the Lord, He said,
No, no, I'm talking about like salvation. Like, are you sure of your salvation? Like, if the world was
oh
to
yeah,
end today?
sure, why not? Because you see, because if I am a sinner, because all of us we are sinners. So if a person he is not going to go to heaven because he's a sinner, none of us will go to heaven. Let us make it clear. Because not a
Yes.
single Christian, not a single Muslim, not a single Hindu, not a single atheist, not a single human being is not a sinner. Jesus is not. So our sin, based on our sin, we aren't qualified to go to heaven. But the one who accepts the Messiah, and this is a promise, and he do his will, which means he do his best to fight his sin. You have a sin in your life, you have bad things in your life, but you walk with Jesus and you work hard to fight it. He watch you, he see what you are doing, he see that you feel guilty when you do sin, he see that you are trying to get rid of it, you are not surrendering to it. That's what Jesus wants from you. He says, be holy like your Father. Be holy like your Father. But you will not be holy, but be holy, which means it's a project you work in, it's a walk you walk with the Messiah, and he will be there to help you. So those who believe in Jesus for sure will be saved, and he is the one who resurrects people from death. He himself is resurrected from death. So why I will not trust him, and why I will not believe in him, and why I am going to be worried what I will be if he overcome death by death? Talk is cheap, but with Jesus, talk was reality. He is the one who made the blind see. He is the one who made the one who cannot walk. He is the one who said to the one who is sitting in the ground, he never walked in his life, he says, your sin is forgiven. The Jews, they said to him, who are you, this guy in their mind, who can forgive sin? Because only God can forgive sin. He said to them, which one is easier, to say to him, your sin is forgiven, or to say, carry your bed and walk? So my friend, Jesus can make you now carry your bed, even if you cannot walk, and order you to walk, and you will walk. So with Jesus, nothing is impossible. And this is why I say to you, your salvation and my salvation is granted if we believe in him.
So if the world was to end, your salvation is granted, you believe, right?
Absolutely.
That's what you. I'm going to trust you because not just
No, don't
because
trust me. No, Rashid. I don't want you to trust me. I want you to trust Jesus, my friend. The trust never put you trust.
I trust Jesus because I see his work and what he does.
Exactly. Never put your trust on
even
me.
the Quran does not portray him in a bad light. So
Never put your trust
like
in Rashid. My advice: never put your trust on a man, because all men are sinners, including me and you. So put your trust in the Lord, for he is the only holy, and he is the only one who will not betray you. People change, people corrupt, people follow Satan, people do bad, people do wrong, people do good. But with Jesus, there's nothing bad. He is the only good, and he is the good shepherd. So I say to you, put your trust in Jesus, not in Christian Prince. Christian Prince, he himself cannot save you. Christian Prince cannot even save himself. He needs Jesus to save him. So me and you, my friend, we need the Messiah. So I say to you, put your trust in Jesus and say, Lord the Messiah, I believe in you, I trust you, I want to follow you, please accept me.
I believe I'm gonna follow him. I believe.
Say it loud, don't be shy,
think...
be proud to be follow the Messiah.
I am not shy. I'm just like in my heart, I don't know, I just feel like this sense of remorse and reflection, like I'm just reflecting of all my life, like it's like my brain is like making me overthink the mistakes I have made and how I can be better. So I'm just emotional. Christian Prince. I'm gonna believe in Jesus. I believe I'm gonna follow him, and I'm gonna follow Jesus. I'm not saying I'm gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna try my best to be a better Christian and a better person, and I'm gonna believe in Jesus, Christian Prince.
I mean to that, my friend. I mean to that. And we ask all the Christians to pray to our friend here and his family. His wife already, she was asking him to join the faith. He was resisting, he was fighting, but today the Lord, he conquered for good. He conquered to build, not to destroy. And now he will build a new family, and new children, a new wife and husband, who will live under the Messiah. And now I ask you, my friend, your wife, who you are saying she is practicing, she have faith already in Jesus, but there is something you need to do. You need to learn the Bible, and then when you are ready, you go and baptize your family, all of you, so you can receive the blessing of the Holy Spirit.
One more question.
Yes.
Can I take my mother, even because she is very old?
You can. Why
and
not, my friend? Just
I
explain to
don't
her.
know.
Just explain to her, and if she say I believe in Jesus, she is more than welcome. Why not? Jesus, he love everybody. Your mother before you too, because she is a wonderful woman who gave her life to her children. So she have a service. She did already. She served, but there is a need of salvation, and that can be received through Jesus only. So your mother, anyone in your family, bring all the family to Jesus. That will be great of you to do, because then the Lord, he will remember that not you did not only come by yourself, you come with a group of people. You became an apostle to the Messiah. You saved many, not only yourself.
Okay, one more question. Sorry. My sister is okay. I can also like take my sister to the baptism because I gonna try talk to her because I believe now and I would want her in this. I'm not like saying I want to be a dictator and dictate how she will live her life, but I feel if this is the truth, I don't want her to miss on it. And
Yeah, we don't
if it's
force you
okay,
don't force your sister, you don't force your mother. They have to be true believer from their heart. We are not
okay,
Muslims, and we don't do what Muhammad he do. So they have to believe from their heart that the Messiah is their savior. Otherwise, they cannot receive the baptism, and they are not saved. So a person, he get baptized because somebody is forcing him, he is not saved, and because this is fake, this is not true. So he is not saved, and he or she will not go to heaven because simply they never believe in him. So faith have
okay,
to come from the heart. Is not because somebody taking you from your hand and says you have to do baptism, because Christianity is not Islam. We don't believe in the Shahada. When you witness to
okay,
Jesus, you witness by the heart, not by the tongue. You witness by the fruit, not by the talk. Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them, not even from their names.
thank you, Christian Prince, and I'm very sorry for what I said about. Oh, well, you did not hear what I said because I said it behind your back. I'll curse you and say bad words about you and your family, and I'm very sorry. I should have at least give an effort before labeling you as a very bad person. I feel now you really care about the Muslims. That's why you really do what you do, and thank you. And I'm gonna. There's a church close to me. I'm gonna talk to them about the baptism, and I would like to go with my wife and kids and also my family. But I'm gonna have to like wait a week and talk to my family first. Yeah, if you don't mind. If God don't mind.
No, you see, my friend,
Uh,
first of all, don't worry about you cursing me, because the Lord, he says that this is a blessing for me, and this will not really hurt me anyway. The Bible is full of verses about people cursing Christians, and those Christians, they will receive even a reward because they've been cursed because of the name of Jesus, not because they are bad. So I'm not really upset from you, and I do not need to forgive you, because already this is your business with the Lord, and the Lord, he washed your heart already, and I have no authority to even to say to you your sin is forgiven. For the Lord, he is the one who forgives your sin. For me, from my side, I'm not upset from you, and please bring more people
yes.
like you to curse me so they can leave Islam later.
I can talk to my sister. Maybe you can speak to her too, because I think that would be a lot better. Because I do not really know much about
Yeah, let her
Christianity
contact
to
me, and
like
she can
be
curse
able
me,
to convince.
Yeah, let her bring.
No,
Tell her.
she's not. She's not really like that because my sister is married to someone who is not religious, and we are from Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. But
All right,
anyways, thank you, Christian Priest. Now I will just go and
all right.
apologize to my
God bless,
wife
and
now.
say our
And
greeting, all everybody here. We have a lot of people
thank
here. They
you
are
very
happy for
much.
you and your
Something.
family and your wife. Send our greeting to your family, and we pray for all of you to receive baptism.
Thank you so much.